Welcome back, guys. This is Brandon Rahi from Go Headquarters, bringing a few new moves to you this week. We're going to be using some furniture sliders and a little carpeted area to get your thighs, your butt, and your inner thighs and hamstrings all in shape. This is something you can do at home. We'll talk a little bit about improvised versions for this, but let's take a look at that first move. All right, we're going to take our furniture sliders. If you don't have furniture sliders and a carpeted area, one of the substitutes that we've used in the past is like a terry cloth towel, some kind like a bath towel folded up a few times over, so it'll be a nice fat little pad. You can use that on a hardwood floor or a tile floor, and those slide pretty well. We've also seen paper plates used in the past for this kind of stuff. But we found furniture sliders hold up the best. They're big, they're really solid, and they move really well on the carpet. For the reverse lunge that we're about to do, we only need one of these. So we're going to set that on the ground, and then we're going to use the lunge positions, which we've actually reviewed before. We're going to stand on the ground on one leg, and then we've got our toe in the center of the slider of the other leg. We're going to keep our chest up nice and tall, and we're going to sink down while that back leg drifts back. We're going to keep that back leg relatively straight, and then we're going to drive up through this heel, back up to a standing position. So this is what our repetitions are going to look like. Things to consider. When we're down, we want this heel down. There should be a lot of weight here. This shin should be mostly vertical. You don't want it pitched forward like this where the heel comes up and the knee is way beyond the toe. And of course we want to keep that chest up. We're going to go down as low as we can comfortably. So the hip crease hopefully here is below the knee. And then that back leg is going to get a stretch through this hip flexor area. The difference between this and a normal lunge is that the knee is not going down. We're going to stay straight with the back leg, which gets us a little bit lower into our lunge. So we'll do all the reps we need to on this leg, and then of course we'll switch feet and do the same setup on the other side. Adductors. We're going to need 2 sliders for this one. We're going to place these on the ground. This is going to be a great move for the inner thigh and groin. We're going to stand completely on the sliders. As you can see, I don't want my heel to be able to drag on the ground or my toe to be able to drag on the ground, so I'm completely on this. I'm going to stand up nice and straight. I'm going to wiggle my feet apart a little bit, and now the trick is to come completely centered to the middle. The keys to this are synchronizing the moves so that your feet meet perfectly in the middle. It doesn't look like a whole lot's going on, but as I come out and when I start this movement, I can feel my inner thighs tighten up to try to get my feet to slide together. Here are things you want to avoid. We don't want to do all the cheating methods. We don't want to shift our weight to one leg so that just the other leg moves. We don't want to jump, and we also don't want to shimmy in some capacity. We want to stay nice and tight and centered. One thing I like to imagine is my spine is going straight down to the floor, and I'm squeezing in to meet that imaginary point, okay? If you feel like this is too wide, don't go that far. Only go as far as you are able to maintain good technique. Give that a shot. Leg curls. This one's going to be targeting the hamstring. So it's kind of like the bicep for the arm, except for the leg. We're going to use both sliders. If you don't have 2 sliders, you could join both your feet on one slider platform, whether that's the towel plate or the slider in this case, but I am going to use 2. We're going to put your heels only right in the middle of the slider so they don't come off. We're going to keep those nice in position. We're going to lie down, and then we're going to use our bridging techniques that we've gone over before. So my hands can be by my side. I'm going to tighten up my butt and my back and bridge up. So I've got all the space off the floor now. And I'm going to drag my heels in towards my butt as my butt goes up. So I'm doing a bridge, but now I have the addition of that leg curl happening. So what I'm feeling is my butt's going tight and my back is going tight to bridge up, and I'm feeling my hamstrings pull my heels in towards my body. So you can see that action there. Go out as far as you can, but don't set down after each repetition. It's a better practice to stay bridged up and keep this space throughout your set.